Hey everybody, got another video here for you. So here it is after the first coat of lacquer, and I'm rather pleased. It came out pretty uniform looking. So yeah, that was the stained side. This is the stained side. That was all stained stuff. This stuff, this whole side, that side, that's a little on the dark side, but yeah, overall I'm happy enough with it. It's definitely okay. Awful lot of work, but okay. I think on the leg bar, I'll just like pop the grain with the brown, sand back, and forego the red altogether and see where it gets me. But yeah, so this will get probably 3 more coats of lacquer, enough to get some builds so that I can start sanding it levelish. And yeah, but you don't need to see that. So I think that's going to do it here for now, filming. So, the body is still in the paint shop at the moment, just got its 3rd coat of lacquer. And the neck is actually out of the paint shop and ready for polishing. It got 4 coats of lacquer, and then knocked it down with 120 actually, because it had a couple runs. And then ran through the grits, doubling it every time, so I did, let's see, 120, 220, 400, 800, 1500, and 2000 grit, and hit it all, and it's all ready for polishing now. Okay, here's the body after 4 coats of lacquer, and I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. There's only a little bit of runs right up here in the heel area, just a little bit right there, and right there. You can sort of see them a little bit. I think what I'm going to do, and the front looks great. This is just no polish, nothing. This is just the lacquer. No sanding, nothing. And yeah, the sides all look great too. So, and yeah, the stain turned out real nice. All looks pretty uniform all the way around. Yeah, so yeah. That's cut, that's uncut. And that's cut, and that's uncut. So yeah, the stain match, color matching worked out pretty good in the end. But as far as finishing the lacquer job, I think what I'll do is I'll just lightly try to get this flat, I'm not going for a mere smooth finish. And then I'll just polish the back, and just this part of the back, not down here with the keys. And that's it. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to sand or anything, or even I'm not even going to polish the front. I'll just fix up that little bit of run, and I'm not even sure whether I should. No, I'll get rid of that. It doesn't show up that good on the camera, but it's right there. So I'll get rid of that, and then just polish the back, and that should do it. So you saw I masked off the neck from the headstock when I waxed and oiled the headstock, but that was because I didn't want to get wax or oil on the neck because I'm going to put the Teflon tape on. But I've been thinking about it and looking at it, and I think I'm going to skip the Teflon tape for aesthetic reasons. You know, it will reduce the coefficient of friction of the back of the neck slightly, but only very slightly. I was trying to figure out, okay, if you're doing like full bar punk rock chord progressions at like faster than 180 beats per minute, then yeah, you'd want the Teflon tape probably. But anything short of that, nice lacquer finish is plenty smooth. So it's a barely noticeable difference between how smooth between how much drag there is on a lacquer versus a Teflon tape finish. And it's about the same for lacquer versus poly, with poly being even less slick, so to speak. Yeah, so the differences are very minute, but they are there. That's like, some people like to just sand off all the finish because bare wood is like about the third slickest, I guess, something like that, with lacquer and Teflon beating it. Wait, oil. Yeah, I don't know. It's something you'd have to look up. It's probably something that nobody's. Well, no, I actually tried to look it up, and there was some place out in, I don't know, northwestern Minnesota, some small college that did a haptic and tactile and stuff for different kinds of finishes on guitar necks. But yeah, I've found that lacquer beats everything else pretty much. Well, oil is okay too. So yeah, I don't know. Try them all, see what you like. Yeah, try them all. That's what I did basically. I tried, poly and acrylic and let's see, I haven't tried like a two-part epoxy finish. Ken Porker uses those on his arch tops, apparently. But yeah, I haven't done that, but I've done, polys, brush on and wipe on and spray, and oil-based and water-based. I've done acrylics and tongue oil and linseed oil and all pretty much everything. So, except for spray nitro, I've never done spray nitro. I don't have a booth, so yeah. If you can get it in a rattle can, I've done it more or less. So, but I settled on lacquer because it's real slick, it looks great, and it's a lot less hassle than some other finishers. Oh, it's going to need another coat. Two little streaks. Yeah, it did cut through, so it's going to need another coat. Other than that, it's ready to go. Yeah, I'll just squirt the back. Okay, so here's the back after re-squirting it that last time. And the run marks are no longer really noticeable. It's like they were right in that area there. And the important thing is that it's smooth to the touch for, yeah, you go this way. It's smooth to the touch for the heel area for the player, and it has a uniform level of sheen across the back. And so, yeah, that's going to do just fine. And I'm not going to sand it. I'm not going to buff it. I'm not going to wax it. I'm not going to polish it. I'm not going to do anything to it. I'm just going to leave it just the way it is and bolt the neck on. The neck, on the other hand, has a little bit of overspray lacquer here at the bottom and at the top of the fingerboard. So it's time to pull out the big guns. And this will go through just about anything on God's green earth in the way of guitar finishes. So, yeah, use it with extreme caution. But it's also the most killer way you've ever seen to clean a fretboard. I might have to do the whole fretboard just to get it uniformly clean. Believe it or not, this stuff will even take off CA glue, go through CA glue. Takes a while, but it'll do it. Yeah, so cleaned it up, but it also cleaned the fingerboard much more than the rest of it. I'll probably have to go over and hit the entire fretboard in order to get it uniform. But it took care of the lacquer. Now I have to do this end. Right, yeah, right there. Really is a nice looking fingerboard. Nice rosewood. I'm thinking that these type of inlay stickers might look good on it with the copper build instead of just the copper dots. On second thought, maybe not. These are gold, and those are copper, So, just in case I forgot to show you, here are the final results of all that stain work or dye work I did on the body. That's the side there, and that's the top, and that's the back, and yeah, that part was done. This part was done. All this part was done. All this side here. That's all the result of all that dye work. And in the end, yeah, this is OE finish. This is OE raw edge finish, and this is the dye work. And I'm pretty pleased. And yeah, I don't really have good lighting on this right here. The light's up there, not back there. So, but yeah, just wanted to make sure that I showed you all that. Even this little block on this side turned out pretty good too. So I'm pleased. I'm pleased. And as far as the neck goes, if it's not going to get inlay stickers, I think the next step's going to be fretwork, which I think I'll do in a separate episode. So that'll do it for now. See you later. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. So until the next one, everybody have a good one.